Hi, my name is Captain Jeff. I teach sailing at the Sailing Academy on the Chesapeake Bay. I'd like to cover some winch handling techniques with you today. Once you move up from a small sailboat, you're going to find these devices on the larger boats. And the reason for that is on a small boat, you can have a line like your main sheet going from the sail directly, maybe through a block or something, but right to you. On a larger sailboat, you're going to have things like your sheets, your jib sheets, your main sheets. A lot of times you're going to pass through a couple of blocks and then get led to a winch to hold the force of the line. It's too much force just to handle on your own or having a line going directly to you. So you want that holding the force of the sail. If you look at the anatomy of the winch, it has a rough spot around the drum in the middle part, and that rough spot is so that every time you put a wrap around this, it adds a little bit more friction so that the load side of the line is much easier to handle by the tailing side of the line. The way you want to load this is first to recognize every winch turns clockwise. No matter where it is on a boat, it always turns clockwise. If you're not sure, go ahead and give it a little spin just to make sure whichever way it spins, that's the way you want to load it. The Vico S26s, the ones we teach sailing on, I was excited I got on those boats and they had a little arrow that showed me which way to load the winch. I'm like, I've never seen the arrows before, but I was happy to see it to give new students a little reminder. When you load the winch, I want you to grab it with your, you're going to start like this, you're going to grab it in your left hand. Then you're going to take your right hand and make a backwards L, and you're going to push away from you. See, I'm going to push away from me all the way around while I'm rotating my hand up, and you come back into the position with your thumb facing at you and the palm or the back of your hand facing towards the winch. Now, if you look at our safety video, we talk about why that's a safety issue. You never want to hold the line with your thumb or your fingers facing the winch. You always want to keep your fingers away from it and pointing towards you. So if I'm going to put another wrap again, go ahead and put it in your left hand, thumb towards you, facing up, backwards L, push around, rotate your hand around the winch, and then come back to this position here, and then you're ready to go by tailing in like this. As you're tailing, which means pulling in a line, tailing a line is pulling in. You're going to go hand over hand just like this, and that's going to bring it in. To go out, you want to open up your palm. You're going to palm that out just like this. If the load isn't strong enough on the sail, then you're going to have to palm it. In a lot of cases, the sail has enough wind in it where it's going to pull it out. So in that case, you just palm it out like this. Now, if you need to unload the winch, let's say you're tacking or you pull the line up with main halyard and you're going to need to put the sail down. If you're going to unload it, I want you to do the opposite of that. You're going to hold it with your right hand. Take your left hand, make an L. You're going to push away from you like this. See, that way it keeps the load. You're keeping this taut right here, keeps the load on the winch, and you just took a line off. And now I'm ready to tack and ready to take it off really quickly if I come through the wind. Again, if I'm going to take the other line off, I'm going to hold it in my right hand, push with my hand like this, rotate my hand around so I end up back with my thumb up pointed towards me. Please keep those loading and unloading winch techniques in mind. Also, when you're finished loading, I'm going to bring that sail in as much as I can by hand, and then I can go ahead and put it in the self-tailer. Self-tailer works like this. It goes through the silver guide first, and then it goes through these top jaws, which will hold the line so you don't have to tie it off on a cleat somewhere else. Same thing, hold it in your left hand, push with your right hand all the way around, keeping your fingers safe, and then give it a tug, and then you'll be able to drop the line, drop the tailing end, and that will hold your sail. So thank you for tuning in. If you like us, hit the like button, subscribe, because we've got a lot of fun sailing and safety tips we'd like to share with you from the Sailing Academy. Again, enjoy it, have a great day, and be safe out there.